Hello and welcome to another edition of Best Practices. My name is Jen and I'm a site-based math coach. Well, yes, in fact, in this unit, you will be using lots of graph paper to plot many coordinates. When graphing in the first quadrant, students will become familiar with the origin and axes and be able to locate and plot whole number ordered pairs. They will also use this new learning to represent real-world problems on the coordinate plane and interpret the values in the context of the situation. In this unit, teachers should consider creating a large coordinate grid like the one in this picture so that as students are completing the tasks in Explore 1, they can physically move along the X and Y axes. In the second Explore, students will have a chance to manipulate furniture cutouts along a grid in order to design a room and make a real-world connection. Finally, students will be given multiple opportunities to relate the grid to real-world scenarios, such as selling t-shirts in a store. Here, they can connect the data to the XY coordinates. Within these explores, MTRs 1, 3, and 7 will be evident. Throughout this unit, students will discuss the process they use to graph coordinates. Encourage students to go right first for the X coordinate, then up to find the Y coordinate. Students should realize that if the coordinates are reversed, the point would be in a different location. If students are having a difficult time using this grid, you can make connections to horizontal and vertical number lines. Students can practice counting on number lines since it is the same concept when plotting points. Lastly, within Explore 3, students should discuss how ordered pairs are created using the two-column chart to show how they can be used to represent data, not always based on a rule. Here's part of the list of key vocabulary students and teachers should be using throughout this unit. Most of this is brand new, so this unit is very heavy on vocabulary. Again, here's a continued list of vocabulary that can be found in the STEMscopes parent letter. With coordinate grids, it is important that students get many opportunities to practice plotting the ordered pairs, as well as identifying the coordinates of given points. Students can also use these plotted points to answer questions that involve interpreting the actual data, like you see here. Finally, coordinate matching games such as this one can be great for quick practice and fluency building within this unit. Here are some questions that teachers and admin and even parents can use in order to gauge their child's understanding of the coordinate plane. They should be able to identify what the X and the Y points actually mean in an ordered pair, and they should be able to use a grid like the one you see here in order to explain a path that they could take to get from one place to another. This will really gauge their understanding to make sure they know how to read and use a coordinate plane. There are many tasks you can do to continue the learning outside of school. One way you can practice at home is by having your child create a tally table or frequency table of something outside. Maybe count how many cars pass in 1 minute and 2 minutes. Then use grid paper to plot the data as XY coordinates. Of course, the classic game Battleship is great practice, but can also be created by using grid paper and your own clues at home. Here's a little math pun to wrap up this presentation. I'm sure your students will find it hilarious once they've mastered the first quadrant of the coordinate grid, thanks to all your hard work. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you next time.